Hello! How are you guys? Hello, Sim Gunner says hi. Let's do this. Hello. Cheesy Bread, how are you? It's been a while. How have you been, Damascus? I've been good. I've been all right. A lot of college work. That's kind of the main reason why I haven't been able to deal with so many videos. But I've been doing really, really good. So just for context, I'm here with Caleb. You guys have seen him a million times before. Johnny's scooting a little bit. So yeah, so you'll actually be visible. This, guys, is Johnny Benko. I've talked about it 100,000 times. He's the one that helped us kind of get into the community here in Puerto Rico. So super excited. As always, if you guys can't hear us well, if you need us to boost the volume of the microphone, just let us know in the chat. We'll be completely fine to do that. So today, basically, I kind of just wanted to talk about kind of like Airsoft news update in the world, things that are going on right now. A lot of exciting things, and I can also explain a couple things on my end before we start. A lot of you have been wondering where I've been. I've had a lot of college work, so it's been a little bit difficult to keep tabs and time, keep up with the upload schedule, but I will be trying to put out some really cool videos soon enough. And aside from that, my Discord account logged me out and it does not let me log back in. So that's why I haven't been too active in Discord. But just in case, my Instagram is still active. Everything is still fine. So if you guys want to talk to me, you can send me a message there. Okay, that's all the preface that I wanted to do. So let's start. First subject that I want to talk about. As many of you may have seen, Novritsch just put out a new pistol on market. And the pistol is the SSE18. So for those of you who don't know, before that he had the SSP18, which is a gas pistol. But the only difference between this one and the SSE18 is that it's electric. So Johnny here actually has an SSP18, which you guys are going to see very soon in a video, hopefully.
There you go.
Look at this. Absolute beauty. So this is now coming in electric version for $100. That is insane. Battery and charger included. So that's crazy.
That is pretty amazing, honestly, because a lot of the times you see all the other gas blowback pistols and they're like awesome. They are so realistic in mechanisms and everything, but a lot of times people don't have the budget for it. And in this case, the electric pistol would give you another alternative, and though it won't have the blowback action, still, it's an amazing, amazing build that a lot of people I think are going to end up enjoying. Yeah. And then this one right here, like, it's just a beast.
Look at that. Supreme Fort is just like absolutely going wild. Yo! Dude, it is awesome. This is a really nice looking pistol, and now it's coming in electric for $100. That might be the next best choice for like a beginner pistol. Yep. So Johnny, you've already had experience with this. Obviously it's not the electric one, but give us a little bit of thoughts and insight. Not too much because there is a video coming up, but at least a little teaser of it.
Yeah. Actually, this gun, I can tell you, is a great gun. I used to have some other guns. Now I'm using this one, and I love it. It is reliable. It actually works. It doesn't give you no problem.
Yeah, that's the important part. It works.
Yeah. And then, actually, the electric one is going to be in the same frame, so it's going to look like this one.
Yeah, it's going to look exactly the same build. The only difference is the internals, which make it electric.
Yeah, and it's going to be, like, lower FPS.
Yeah, it's going to be, like, 200 some low FPS, which is the only thing that worries me, because I don't know how well it'll work with such a low FPS, but it still supposedly has really good range. So I'm a little bit skeptical, but if it does have good range, that is going to be an amazing alternative for people that just don't have that much of a budget.
And it's going to be actually like the SSP23, is really quiet.
Oh yeah,
and no, that's going to be another thing.
Was that the SSP or the SSX?
I think it's the SSX, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't know. I don't remember right now. I know that the SSX 303 is like the rifle.
Yeah. It's actually it's the gun that's actually compatible.
Yeah,
with,
that was really, really cool. We have a couple of comments here. I'm an AEP guy. They're good, but they're still like on that trial phase. That's fire though. Where can I buy it? That is the Novritsch SSP18.
Yeah,
so you can find it at Novritsch's website. And it's retailing right now at $165, but it is really, really good, and it's the one that I'm actually considering getting in the future. Dude, everybody is going crazy. Yeah. Even my dad just said, "Now I want it."
No, hey guys, this gun is another thing. Actually, I could go get it maybe later or whatever. I used to have The
The WeTech Glock 17. That's the one that Caleb's running, right?
Yeah, and I absolutely love it.
yeah, that gun is great because I used to use it for a long time. But when I tried this one, I actually
That's the thing. Like,
changed. I'm like,
I met him when he was still using the Glock 17, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not switching. This is great." He decided to try that, and he was like, "Oh boy!"
And you know what's funny is like the first time that I got to try out a WeTech was actually Johnny's.
yeah,
Because I was using another friend's pistol and I was having problems with it. And he's like, he noticed me having those problems. He's like, hey, come over here. No, stop using that. Take this. I'm gonna go keep with my rifle. You take the pistol, take the extra mag, try it out, see what you're gonna do.
I'll
with
cover you. Go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had a blast with it.
He just went ballistic. It was like,
Yeah, it was
Yeah, like Gabriel and I, we just took a run for it. Like, okay, we're gonna make a break until the very end of the map. See how many people we can get. Are you serious? And yeah, okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Ah, da, 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 da. And we got a whole bunch of them. Obviously, got eliminated, but it was a blast to have.
it was super fun.
And
The sun is coming straight at my face.
yeah, what's going on?
Let me control this a little bit more. Darken it up. I don't go, oh, wow, I am shiny. Anyway, so
Well,
yeah.
in the end, like the whole reason I got the WeTech Glock 17 was actually because of Johnny's influence, and it's an amazing pistol. But after seeing this one's performance, oh my gosh!
Got a couple people. Gabriel, what's up? How you been? I've been good. Like I said, a lot of work. That's kind of why I haven't been so active, and my Discord is kind of like crapped out on me. I spend my money on Airsoft and Mustangs. That sounds like a good way to spend your money. What are your thoughts on the range / FPS? Because that's the only thing that worries me about it. Do not be worried. Like, if you're talking about the SSE18, do not be worried.
Yeah,
The thing has amazing FPS. It's one jewel, which is the perfect like middle ground for a pistol. And the range, it is really, really good. Of course, at the end of the day, it's still a pistol. But trust me, it is more than enough for a pistol. All of my money is gone. I feel the exact same way.
I think that's every airsofter's problem at one point. It's like, oh, I invested so much in this amazing sport. How do I eat for the rest of the month?
Yeah, how do I live by? All right, let's see. My dad said me too. Mustangs rule. 100%.
Yes.
All right, Danny Phantom. Hey, can't wait to play with you. Bro, literally, like, we haven't been able to set up, but I've been waiting to play with you for a while now. Johnny's out of frame. Johnny, stop.
Come here, come in here.
I'm actually trying to get the information while they keep talking.
Yeah, you have to make sure it's looking up the Novritsch website in order to try and find the listing. Hoping to play together soon again. Same here, Chang. Same here.
What? ¿Dónde está Chan? Chan, te quiero!
Yeah.
That was in Spanish. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. So, don't worry, everyone. Stimulus hitting bank account soon. Ooh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. How much it costs? The SSE18 costs $165 as of right now. So yeah, it should be $165.
Eventually, when the SSE comes out over to the US, because right now it's only on pre-order, I think.
No, it's come out.
Oh, it's already come out?
It come out. At least it let me order.
It went 165.
It's 165. Yeah,
The SSE18, the gas.
Yeah, the SSE is 100.
When I bought it was 145.
He got it. He got it early. He got it early. Did you order it? It was pre-order, right?
It was pre-order and it took a long time.
Yeah.
That's something you got to be ready. Okay, something really important. When you ordered Novritsch, please put Novritsch USA.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take you to Novritsch in Europe.
Yeah, and it's going to cost you.
I just said it in Spanish, not that. And then it's going to be like actually like...
in euros.
No, yeah, actually. And then just for the shipping, it's like $80.
Yeah, no.
Just to
make sure that it's the US version.
The US version is $30. I mean, here in Puerto Rico. Actually, in the States, I think it's a little bit lower.
Yeah. So, Damien is saying I can't buy that. Is there an alternative? I completely understand that. The alternative might be what's coming out.
Yep.
The electric version, the SSE18, which is literally the exact same body, but in electric version, which is completely new. I mean, there have been a couple APs before, but truly it's something that's not been delved in too deep. But considering that it came from Novritsch and how well the SSE18 came, I'm pretty confident about it.
You guys were right. The other gun is the SXX23.
Yeah, that's a Mark 23. Like
that one is silence. You got no idea. I actually, my sniper from my team is called Pablo.
Yeah.
He got 2 of them. And he says, like, try it. So I just went, and I went inside, and I actually shot people, and they didn't know. They were like, hit, and they were trying to see.
Yeah, it's super, super quiet. You can barely hear it next to you.
Barely hear that one. This one,
Yeah.
you're definitely going to hear it.
Yeah, it's loud. But,
Plus, it's got the full auto, so
yeah.
you got a fun switch.
That's the thing.
Though I'm afraid of Pablo out in the field, honestly.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That dude, first of all, his camo setup, amazing.
Full
Second of
camo.
all, he is a ninja. You cannot hear him. It doesn't matter where he's at. You will be taken out with one swift shot. We've had encounters where we go ahead and try to, like, okay, we got 2 enemies ahead. We're gonna try our best to get them from this distance, see what we can do. And we're out here like trying to like empty out our magazines, empty out the I use a shotgun, I empty out all my shells. Nothing happens, they don't move. Pablo comes along and he's like, where are they at? Oh, they're right over there in the corner. Oh, okay. Hit, like 1 shot, 1 kill, and they're gone. And I'm like, dude, how do you do that?
Crazy. So, couple things. Is 220 FPS too weak, or is it fine for indoors? I think for general, it's on the weak side. But the thing is, the SSE18 is going to be dealing about that much. So I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical about the strength. I would go for something stronger.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if the internals are made well enough, like the barrel, the hop up and everything, it might just be able to compensate for that low FPS. But for CQB indoors, it should be fine. I'm pretty sure that's what they play in Japan.
Yeah, no, actually, even this one, it's like normal, like when they play indoors, like 300 FPS.
Yeah,
With the
indoors
rifle,
it's 350 limit or
This
300.
is lower than that. So
Yeah. So
even this one.
in CQB, I feel like you can pass it off. Anything like outdoors or something like that, it might be a little too low, but it depends on the pistol specific.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Let's talk about this rifle about Pablo.
Yeah, but let's try and make up for this.
Okay.
Love the way you keep growing the community. Needs more people like you guys. This sport is way too amazing for the people that are ruining it. So
True facts.
yeah, that is something that it's a little sad. There's a couple people that just keep it. They get really salty or aggressive or something. Like, there's no need. We're just here to have fun.
And you find a lot of elitists sometimes on the field who kind of spoil the fun too.
But honestly, I completely agree with you. We need more open community people. That is literally what Johnny was to us. Like as soon as we got to the game, Johnny was like, "Hey, I wanna be able to play with you guys, show you the ropes," and that's exactly what he did. And we met a lot of really cool people because of it. So be the change that you want to see in the community, and go out, talk to people, talk to newbies, help them, show them the ropes, because trust me, they are not going to forget it. So that's he has dead silence. True.
Yes, Pablo does.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, Calera, I'm here to support my friend. I know nothing about airsoft.
Thank you, friendship. Thank you for your support. We love you, bro.
My first live stream. Love your channel. Just getting into airsoft. Thanks for coming. Hey,
Welcome.
All right. Some guys. Okay. Pablo's my goal when I'm looking at a game setup. The game we had with the Troopers was amazing, especially when they took out the dude by the Zebo. So yeah, like we were saying, Pablo, one of his teammates, super silent, super deadly.
Yeah, he's actually one of the best snipers here in the
Yeah. Hey, Damascus, I just went to the field and my gun had more recoil than usual. Any idea what it is? All right. Now I'm facing a lawsuit. I don't know what lawsuit you're facing, but
what the heck just happened here?
yeah, sticking to the original part, more recoil than norm. Maybe you over-engage your hop-up and it's causing the BBs to like get stuck, and that could kind of give you a fake sense of recoil. Aside from that, I don't really know unless you got a stronger battery, stronger motor, but I don't feel like that's supposed to happen. Maybe your gas was loaded a little bit too pressure. Maybe it was the temperature, but changing recoil is not supposed to happen. Yeah. So you should check it out. Maybe there's a nozzle that's kind of screwed up somewhere. A lot of highs. How you going, guys?
Damon is going ahead and asking, is there any AR under 150 you recommend?
Under 150, I wouldn't say so. The one that I always recommend is Lancer Tactical, the LT19B, which is the one that I got to start with, and that costs 160. So it's a little bit over, but it's still like in the range. You could check that. Anything under that, You can check some of the videos that I've already done to see if something matches your style. But AR platforms, there's not that many that are super cheap. That are worth it.
Actually, that's like the lowest, like 160.
Yeah, like I think 160.
So more than likely, you would rather in the long run save up a little bit more, wait up a little bit more before going ahead and buying anything that you find out that's cheaper than that, just because for quality's sake and for just having a longer career with the rifle, so that you don't
you want it to last. You want your investment to last.
Yep, actually, that's.
And you don't want to get like lit up on field.
True. That's very important too.
Let me adjust this, trying to make it a little bit brighter. The sun's coming down. All right. So
I actually started with we're not gonna say how many years ago, okay?
let's not get offensive here.
Yeah. And I think it was a G. I think it was a Raider.
Sit back a little more so you can
sorry. It was like a Raider or something, but I pay a little bit.
Like a combat machine?
Yeah. That was one of the ones I started. Actually, my wife plays too. Not all the time, because most of the time she's actually working while we play, but she'll play. I got one of those too. I got one of the Lancer tactical ones.
No, yeah, this dude has an entire arsenal. So, like, literally, he has one of everything at this point. But
not only rifles, he has a bunch of like either vests and helmets and a lot of gear, which he's been so kind to us in the past by lending us some of it just to like be able to get into the game at first, a little bit more comfy, a little bit safer. Because he's always talking about safety. He's very big on that.
Safety is the number one priority. That's like the best quote from a crazy Russian hacker. Safety is number one priority. Nobody can say otherwise. And if you play with somebody that rolls their eyes at you because you're trying to be too safe, that's something to worry about.
Yeah.
Because you can't be too safe with something that can take out your eyes. All right? Always wear your eye protection. Always wear the protection that you need, ear protection, head protection. You don't want to get hurt. It's like there's no reason for you to get hurt when you can easily prevent it.
Especially, it's a recreational sport. This is supposed to have fun, not really like risk any like lifelong changes. Like losing your eyesight, that is a big life change right there that you want to avoid. Exactly, your hearing. And these things are avoidable as long as you keep safe. Like, you can have as much fun as you want. If you see somebody being irresponsible, call them out on it. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly, 100%. If you're seeing somebody walking in with just like glasses, like reading glasses or something like that, and they're like, oh no, yeah, I'm fine. They're not. They could lose their sight for the rest of their life. Tell them, and if they don't want to, tell other people, and eventually there's going to be enough pressure to make them stop. Because that is a decision you can regret the rest of your life. So always be safe. That's the most important part. So,
and that part, just saying like that. If you don't feel comfortable or everything, go to a veteran in the field. Like if I'm there, I'm definitely gonna make him wear his iPod, wear his
exactly. If he doesn't listen to you, bring somebody else.
And if he doesn't, believe me, he's not gonna play. I don't. It doesn't matter what he says or everything. It could be 50 of us. I said like nobody's gonna play with him.
Exactly.
If he's doing this and this, he's gonna get out. You know, that's something like just. Get your stuff, be safe, and then have fun. That's the part.
Because that's the thing. Also, if they mess up and like you accidentally shoot out their eye or something, that might be a lawsuit towards you, even if it's unfounded. You don't want to go through that to begin with. Like you don't want to go through any trouble. You don't want to give any trouble to anybody else.
And the important part, actually, that we're going to talk a little bit, but it actually messed the community. Once you're playing this sport right now, and they happen some accidents and everything, people are not gonna say that guy was irresponsible. Everything, no, airsofters is dangerous and this and that.
It kind of affects the community as a whole,
and we've seen that with the Canada bill.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you who don't know, I think it was Bill 21C or something like that. It was a Canadian bill where they wanted to ban all airsoft guns, and the way that they did it was basically banning any replica that was similar to a real firearm that shot above like some super low FPS, which is basically every single airsoft gun, and they wanted to ban it. And then people are like, why? Why do you want to ban it? And of course, there's always situations like, for example, people being irresponsible and taking their replicas out in public, in the streets, That's something that you should not do. Oh my God,
We got somebody.
we got company. But anyway, that's something that you should not do. Be safe. You don't want to have an accident. You don't want to have like any police cross-ups. So always keep it in a bag, put it away, don't take it out.
Now that you mention that, this is an airsoft gun, okay, guys? But it looks like a real.
It looks real. It looks real.
If you see the police officers going, please don't point at them. Don't show. If they're coming your way, just drop it on the ground.
Exactly.
Say it, whatever. And it says like, we're playing airsoft. You can come and check it. You could touch it, sir. I'm not gonna touch it.
The best part is keeping it inside of a container, because if they say, let me see, exactly, if they say, let me see what you have in there, before you even have it out, you tell them, this is a replica, it's out of my hands. But if you hand a weapon over to someone, they can take that as a threat. So always take a container, always protect yourself. I want you to understand, it happened to me over in Comic-Con. In Comic-Con, I had a BB gun, and it looked too real, and I had two guards come up with me armed, and they were telling me like, oh, like, basically show me what you got. Like, they almost did the whole hands up procedure. And I was like, look, it's fake. And I was gonna, they're like, let me see it. And I went to reach it. And here's the thing. They told me, let me see it. They told me, like, give it to me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. I went to grab it to give it to them. And they went defensive. And I was like, you know what? Take it. So all I did is I unbuckled my holster. And I said, you take it. I'll just keep my hands up here. And then they saw it was a BB gun. And, like, everything was fine. But you can see.
No BBs in it.
Exactly. No BBs, no anything. You can see that could have escalated quickly into a bad situation. So be smart. Don't show it off. Don't point it at anybody.
Point it number one.
Don't point it at anybody that is not playing. All right. If they're not in your game, it is not consensual. That can be classified as assault. Just don't do it. So let's go lighter note. All right. Let's see what the chat has to say. Oh, they said don't touch the table. We see earthquakes. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on Spectrum Edge? I don't know about Spectrum Edge. Do you want to give?
Nope. Don't know what that is.
Rain check. Send it through a Discord. Once I get back, I'll try and see what it is. Say hi if you think this man is underrated.
Hi.
Look at all the highs in chat. Do you think glasses that are cheap, like a few dollars, are safe? Usually not. No, I would not get cheap glasses. Actually, I saw somebody talk about that. They asked a question about how much money should I spend on iPro/Face Pro? I'm pretty new. So overall, there's no specific price. There's some cheaper than others, but I would say anything under $15 is not good. I would say anything under $15 is a risk, but regardless, the secret is every time you get new protection, test it. And that's what I do. I shoot my goggles, both lenses, every single time that I get a new pair, just to test it. Close range, mid range, or something with the strongest gun I have available, because that is more important than the price range itself. But I would say 15 or less, not really there. And also full seal goggles. Nothing that's like open at the sides, because the BB can just come in from the side. If it has a hole, it'll get in there. Like literally, the BB will find its way. So yeah,
definitely. Especially like I remember when we were still first getting our goggles, we were looking up online. Like I think we talked about this a little bit last live that we did, but like in my case, I wear glasses, and sometimes finding the most comfortable iPro can be a challenge, especially if you're ordering online. You can't really actually measure or anything. But you look at reviews, and a lot of people make recommendations. You just kind of have to search a little bit, and sometimes you're gonna find a lot of pricier options. But in those cases, the price just speaks for its quality. It speaks for its safety.
Now, it doesn't mean that just because it's more expensive, it's better. Always do your research.
Exactly.
Always check reviews, because one thing doesn't have to do with the other, all right? It's more likely, but it's not definitely. So always just check yourself, check reviews, check what people say.
And like he said before, like he mentioned, like, and we tested them both. We used our goggles, our safety glasses, everything. We tested them out with my shotgun, his rifle, our pistols to see.
His brother's sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, my brother's sniper rifle, which was a scary one. But like, it's crazy because a lot of people will say like, oh, you can get $10 glasses and you're gonna be fine. It's like not necessarily true.
Exactly, test them, because for example, there was a dye mask copy, which was the FM something, FMA, I don't remember, that it's shattered on the first hit. Like the lens completely shattered. And that is dangerous for the BB and the fragmentation. So you have to be very careful. All right, let's check the chat real quick. Damascus podcast when? You can name it Damascus. That is nice. That's a good idea, Cheesy. All right, test glasses. Yep, always test the glasses. Can I sign up for being Damascus Airsoft official philosopher, Sun Tzu of Airsoft? Send in your resume and we'll check it out. I mean, iForce Pyramex have Z87.1 high impact rating and cost $20. Exactly. My first pair were the iForce Slims and they cost me $15. So those were pretty cheap. They got scuffed up pretty quick, but they do hold an impact. So those are definitely an option.
And I'm betting you have way more than enough experiences with people who used all kinds of goggles.
I have seen people come with a freaking safety glasses from $3.99 from Home Depot that you used to cut the grass. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing, man? Yeah, just spending $3 to protect your eyes. It's like...
Yeah, that's the thing. People, they're like, oh no, but I want to put as much money as I can towards my rifle because that's the main point of the game. And sure, like, yeah, your rifle is kind of how you experience the game. But you're not going to be able to experience the game properly if you have a BB in your skull. Like, that's just not going to happen. So always protection and then see what you have from the rest. That is number one. And I also always recommend wearing a mesh mask. That is more of a choice. You can protect your teeth if you want to. But I always recommend wear a mesh mask, face mask, whatever. Protect your face.
And I got somebody in my team whose name is awesome. His name is Caleb. Like him.
Yeah, not him. He's in my team.
It's another one.
Yeah.
It's another Caleb. He doesn't like all the time using the mesh, but he actually used a how you call it? I forgot the name. Mouth guard.
Oh yeah, the mouth guard. Yeah, like the football ones.
Yeah.
They have like a.
He actually used that.
To protect his teeth, yeah.
To protect his teeth. He's gonna get hit and it hurts. And you see
exactly. Like sometimes it can get into your cheeks because this is pretty soft skin. So in my case, I don't want to risk my face getting scarred up and bruised and my teeth and stuff.
Because he's a YouTube star. Hello, it's his moneymaker.
Just in general, I don't want to like risk my face. I'd rather just not. So I use a mask, everybody should, but that is hard to describe.
I used to start it with like goggles and everything like everybody else with a metal mesh. Then I use another actual mesh that is like tela, how you say that? I forget the name.
Cloth?
Well, yeah, to the sides, and it actually comes in the colors that you in your uniform and everything.
Yeah.
And it just has the mesh in the front.
Yeah, it's like those are the one Tigers foldable masks. Those are really good.
No, they are.
They absorb the impact, but they're also soft, so you can actually
breathable still.
Yeah, you have some.
I used to use that one too. Then I went with dye.
Dye masks are amazing. They're expensive, but they're amazing.
It depends on what you're gonna use. If you're gonna play speed soft, get every color you like.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna play music, please get woodland or.
Yeah, because you don't want to be called out by your attire. But 100%, and that's the thing. A lot of people think dye mask, speed soft. Not necessarily. I've seen a lot of milsimmers use.
If you give me a second, I'll get you one that I bought for my wife. That's actually wood.
Yeah. There you go. But the thing is, a lot of people think like, oh, dye mask, speed soft. No, I've seen a lot of milsimmers use dye masks. The only thing is they get something a lot less bright because you don't want that. Let's check the chat in the meantime. If we make a podcast, we will invite you for sure, Cheesy. I like that. Oh yeah, Cheesy. Like if we make a podcast, we're gonna need some permission because I'm pretty sure you're underage. But if we got some permission, for sure, I would love to make a podcast or a live stream. We could play some Warzone or something. All right, imagine Damascus gets sponsored by Umbrella Army. That would be
sick.
That would be amazing. I would love to be sponsored by any airsoft company. Like literally, I'm just waiting. I'm like, I'm here. I'm available. But that would be great. Umbrella Army is an amazing brand. Very expensive, but it's amazing.
That's why it's expensive.
Let's bring some clothes stuff.
Oh,
okay. We got toys.
Here comes the earthquake.
You want me to bring the other ones first so they see the global and the normal?
I mean, you can.
We'll open it.
Okay. He wants that.
He'll present it.
Cheesy. Permission from who? I don't know the law. Your parents. If you're underage, I need permission from your parents. Morgan King just got back from playing Capture the Flag Airsoft style with my cousin.
Hey!
Ooh, that's really, really cool. I love different play styles. We usually just play team deathmatch, but Capture the Flag, defense, like Capture defense.
We did one game.
Yeah, we did
domination.
That
was really interesting.
We did one game with Capture the Flag. We did another that was like a scavenger hunt type of thing. We did the bomb defusal one that didn't go too well.
Right, yeah,
but
the bomb.
All right, so
Here we go.
what's the name of your sidearm? Right now, I don't have a sidearm, but if you're asking about Johnny's, which is the one that we looked up, we showed right now, it's the SSP18. So mine right now broke. It was a T229R, but by 6 Hour, but it broke. So yeah, that's the SSP18. Amazing pistol.
Okay, let's
right
start
now,
with this.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
This is like a normal
That's normal mesh mask.
mesh mask.
This is pretty standard. You can pair this up with some loose goggles, and you're pretty good. This is kind of what I'm using, except that I have it attached to my helmet instead of just a head strap.
And a normal.
Exactly. So you just put these together, full face protection, you're good to go. I would always get some ear protection, but that's just me. I've gotten bad experiences. But yeah, this is kind of the basic setup that you would see anybody start off with.
Then you can go.
This is a foldable mask, where this isn't going to pierce your skin. It's not. It might hurt, but it protects your teeth here on the front, and it's super foldable. So whenever you're cheek welding, it doesn't get in the way.
Show them this, and actually,
Exactly. Yeah. So you can see it's like a breathable fabric. I hope it's a little bit blurry, but it's like a breathable fabric here, and it's really, really good for cheek welding if you have a problem with it being a little bit too big. Now, when we were talking about dye masks, you can see this.
You can make the sound.
That's a really cool dye mask.
This would be really, really good for something like Nelson because it is that camo color, and it also has like the patterns as well. This is something that 100% everybody loves dye masks. They work great. They don't fog up. They're super protective. You can switch out the lenses. So it's a really, really good alternative. A little more expensive, but it does work.
Yeah,
really
actually
well.
it is. But I'm gonna let you guys know. This is an i4, so it just has a strap in the back. So you could actually put a hat, or you could use a helmet with it, and it actually fits.
Oh.
If you buy the i5, it brings a big thing on the back, so you can't actually use a helmet. That's something that you gotta check.
That's something.
And the lens for the i4 and i5 is the same one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
So you can customize it however you want.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And this is awesome. I actually.
Yeah, this is a really, really good alternative from literally any standpoint. So if you want just full face protection, no fogging, no tons of stuff, dye mask works really well.
Yeah.
But
and like we were saying, if you're gonna play music, get something like this color.
yeah, something like that, nothing too bright. But now we have the special
Go with
mask.
that one first.
We're gonna delay it. We're gonna have two really cool masks right now. So I don't know the name of this one. Could you fill me in?
I forgot the name.
It's I think it was like the SRU model. It's a 3D printed helmet mask setup. It's amazing build.
Let's
like,
go something fun right
It
here.
feels like a Halo mask.
Like you got the visor popping out.
Yeah, literally, it feels like a Doom / Halo. It is super, super cool.
It's a 3D printer, and it actually has two fans
in the sides. Yeah,
the
it
sides.
has fans to like promote circulation, so that it doesn't fog up on you.
But it's also serving as ear protection.
Yeah, 100%. So this is a really, really cool. But this is like one of the more expensive alternatives.
Yeah, actually,
Very.
having a full head protection.
it costs like $230 in ebike.com.
Yeah, ebike.com. Yeah.
And then actually, I used to play football, American football, so I'm used to it. But somebody who's not used to having a heavy helmet, don't.
Yeah,
this
it's
is heavy.
something to
It's gonna strain your neck for a long
So
period.
this is like $200 and some. The dye mask is usually around 100 to almost 150.
Well, it depends.
It depends, like each dye mask.
I haven't even seen like 200.
Yeah, but I've seen anywhere from 100 to 200 if you count like used dye masks, which I would be completely okay with if you see that it's in a good condition.
Yeah,
I would not use.
And you can actually get the lens.
Exactly,
For
you can
like
just buy a new lens.
$50 or $60.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like $50.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Is it time for the special one?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is actually Johnny's current helmet.
Yeah, that's my helmet.
So you can see this is one of the most badass helmet setups. that you can see on the market right now.
Do you know the way?
Yeah. So again, Bounty Hunters always making a tribute. There you go. Always making a tribute. This is his main helmet. How's it work, Tony?
No, I love it. Actually, I can see with it. I actually use my Gear Pros, the normal ones.
Yeah. Yeah. You use
honeycombs. They're actually real ones. You use them for the range.
Do you have shooters? I also do have like actual shooters protection, like electronic ear protection.
And the difference is, like, for example, if you got a sound like that, or a real bullet or anything, when you're going in the range,
It decreases.
it will actually close.
The same as a sound grenade. Those are very important. Those are very loud and they can cause like temporary hearing damage.
So you can actually use that. But then it has a little mic on the front that when you hear somebody just moving or stepping and stuff, you actually...
It boosts the audio.
Exactly.
So, it's
So you go like, okay, who's there?
Yeah,
And you go for it.
Like, electronic hearing protection is amazing because it boosts low sound, but it cuts like loud sounds. So it basically gives you like this sensory boost in your hearing while making sure that you're safe.
So what you guys are saying is that you guys are playing with Spidey sense out in the field, while all the rest of us are like, "Hey, yo, can you hear pop?"
Like you can literally, I can literally tell somebody shuffling their weight, standing like 5 to 8 feet away from me, just shifting their weight. I can hear it.
That's crazy.
Because it's like super sensitive. So this is really, really cool. But these are all just different alternatives to what you can do when it comes to protecting your head.
You forgot to mention that's a special paint job.
Oh yeah, the paint job itself, like you saw that it was camo and stuff. That is actually Johnny's doing. He painted that himself. He paints everything himself. I don't know how he does it, but honestly, it's great. Let's see.
You could hide and you know they won't see you. So
let me see. Was it Carlos says hi from Colombia? Hello.
Hola.
Hola. So who's in Paris? Not me.
Puerto Rico la casa.
Puerto Rico la casa. All right. So
¿Dónde estamos? Where are we?
It's just in general. I wore my Ushanka to Airsoft because I don't have a helmet. And for those of you who don't know, Ushanka is like the Russian hat, like the super furry. Ref started speaking to me in Russian. I never got to speak to him normally.
What the heck is that?
Dang. I'm not going to talk about that.
No,
don't worry about it. Puerto Rico la casa, it's great. Not to boast, but mine is cooler. Mira. Mira, Chan. That's one of his teammates. Feel like, oh, my helmet's cool.
No, he has pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I have mine.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see these, we're gonna take some pictures after this, and we're gonna share them in the Discord. So if you guys want to join the Discord, it'll be linked in all of my videos in the description. You can join the Discord, have a conversation with us, and you can see everybody's setups and all the stuff. It'll be really, really nice. So
actually, if you want to see the whole gear, actually, they could go to the page. Airsoft teams.
So in Facebook.com, they have a Facebook page for their team. It's the Bounty Hunters Airsoft team, right?
There you go.
So remember that Bounty Hunters Airsoft team. You can look them up in Facebook. Super cool pictures, and you can kind of appreciate the entire setup that they have. Because it's absolutely insane.
Johnny, you gotta give us like a bounty hunter calendar, like wow, and everything.
We gotta make it happen. We gotta make that happen. Oh boy. But anywho, so yeah, those are different alternatives for head protection. That's always important because you don't want to get shot in the face. Just not a good experience. Nobody likes it. I got shot in the ear, and thank the Lord that I had how do I say it? An earpiece, like a radio earpiece.
Oh yeah.
So literally, that saved me. That's what saved my hearing because it hit me, and even with the earpiece, my ear was ringing for the rest. Like I'd say 24 hours, it was still ringing. If I didn't have that, God knows what would have happened. So I got some hearing protection. Literally right after that, and by the next week, I was already using hearing protection.
You got hearing protection?
Yeah, I got here. They're magical. They just dispel all the baby stuff out of my ears. It's great, and it's also an amazing fashion sense. But yeah, honestly, it's super important though. So yeah, basically, we're up to date right now.
How many events you got in Puerto Rico?
Oh. Rafi, how many events y'all got in Puerto Rico? I feel like Johnny can answer that a little bit better.
Actually, there was a lot of events, but right now with COVID, everything has stopped, and it's like we go to closer games, and we don't actually go to like, with a bunch of people because of what's going right now. Before they used to have like 2 or 3 for Christmas. Seiba Raiza, que es tremenda persona. He's an awesome guy. He always make different ones. Like Nato used to do one for Toy Story, and they actually pick up. They won't charge you money. They will charge you a toy, and then you take that actually, and they'll give it to kids who don't have enough money, or they go to hospitals and actually help. So we're always pressing for that.
Yeah, you used to tell us about how a lot of these were exclusively charity events where a lot of people would just benefit just because. So, first of all, there are so many Airsoft players down in Puerto Rico. We were surprised to discover how big the community was. It may not be the largest, but at the same time, you get to know so many new people around you that you never knew had such a passion for the sport. And to see them all cooperating for people in need, it's an amazing, amazing
Honestly, the Airsoft community, there's something about running around together with pure adrenaline that just makes you bond. Like, because your body, like your instincts are trusting them with your quote unquote life.
Yeah.
And you bond. Like in moments of high stress, you really find a connection. And I've seen some beautiful friendships and brotherhoods form in Airsoft.
Well, right here, right now.
Exactly.
With Johnny.
It's amazing. We would have never met if it wasn't for Airsoft. And like we've gotten super close, the same as with the entirety of his team.
Yeah,
all of us are basically considered brothers right now. So it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and a lot of times the money goes towards very beautiful, beautiful proceeds. So that is always a really nice thing to do.
They actually have some. They're doing right now. There was an accident. One of the events they did, a night event, and somebody fell. So they did, They did a pizza. That'll be there. And they did something, and then Papa Bear and the guys, we loved them. They actually raised some money to help him because he needed an operation on the arm.
Yeah,
he fell from the second floor.
A kid fell from the second floor.
He's old.
Yeah, I say kid like in general. It's like he's a regular like. How old was he? Like 20?
Nah, I think
he was older.
Yeah,
I don't know, but like some guy fell from a second floor and he fell on his arm and he broke his arm and the picture was gnarly. Like we got an X-ray picture. It was fractured the whole way, and they raised some money to help him. One of my teammates, Luis, he had his rifle stolen. Bad apples, and at the exact same event, they gave him a new rifle completely for free. They just gave it to him because they knew what it felt like to lose something, and they didn't want somebody else to go through it.
And actually, Luis is a great person.
Yeah, he's an amazing person, and he works hard for that, and everybody knew it. So they decided to help him, and honestly,
he was going to get 2 actually. With Henry.
Yeah,
Henry.
It was multiple.
No, the thing he was like all down. I said, and then we talk and Henry, we love him. He's on our team, el viejito.
Yeah.
No, one of the viejitos.
El loco.
We got Florida too. I'm going to say this in Spanish. Los dos están en el mismo asilo, Florida y Henry, pero lo queremos. Rosa le dio permiso. No, we love him. He says, like, I got a rifle at my home, I'll give it to him. And then Papa Bear came with his team, the fat team, and they actually says, like, you know what, you're going to do this, we're going to do the same, but I actually have a rifle here. And they actually gave the rifle to Luis.
And it wasn't any old rifle, it was upgraded.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he lost them.
They gave it with the battery, with upgrades, with the sling, with the case, like, they gave it with everything, and extra magazines as well.
Yeah, like the only thing he was missing was a Titan charger?
Yeah, he was missing a charger. That's
it.
They even gave him a sight, like they gave him a reflex sight similar to mine, just in tan.
No, they gave it the whole thing.
They gave him everything.
How you call it? The front, he had like an awesome color thing.
Like he had an anodized tip, like orange tip that looked amazing, kind of like the KWA one that you saw in my video. So like beautiful thing. And again, this is just camaraderie. This is just friendship. So the community just has a lot of potential for really, really deep friendships, and that's what I love about it. That's why a lot of people need to know about this sport because it's not too common, but I feel like it's such a good sport, be it like in physical activity, in friendship, in strategy, and just mental agility. It's just good on all terms. So
that was something
great.
Like, sorry to there was something like what happened there. Luis is pretty new, like you guys, and we said like, no, come. We show them the rules, because there's a lot of people right now, and this is gonna depend on who takes it, but there's a lot of people who make some money, like they were saying, like the UA and everything, like they got the money, and they start buying rifles, and they don't know the rules, they just start shooting everybody, they want to put overpower FPS, they want to do all these different things, that you're actually gonna hurt yourself and somebody else, and it's not smart. So go to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. Ask. It doesn't matter. No, nobody's gonna be, happy to help you, but most of us actually will go. We'll tell you the rules. This is what we're gonna do. We want you to be safe. We want you to, enjoy the game, and we want to enjoy it because if you play with somebody who doesn't know what the heck they're doing, they're gonna be cheating. They're gonna be doing a lot of stuff without even knowing.
Yeah, 100%, and that's the thing.
Like blind fires and
a lot of people get upset immediately. Like something happens and they're like, "Oh, bam, I'm gonna get upset." It's like, no, don't worry, no need to get upset because sometimes it's not on purpose. Sometimes someone didn't call a hit because they didn't feel it, and if they didn't feel it, it's not their fault. Sometimes things like that happen, or just in case, like quick shot reflex, and they hit him a little too close. Hey, just let things slide off.
We had a small incident with that one time.
Yeah, it's multiple times.
Yeah, true.
The same like if someone shoots you when you're crossing.
Chan, que prendamos la bombilla.
No, ya
tenía un filtro, Chan.
Yeah, it had a little filter. So yeah, honestly, sometimes you just need to like let things happen because it's natural. So let's just answer a little bit more on the chat. Send the questions that you want answered now. I'm probably gonna end this a little bit soon because the light is starting to come down.
I could actually put some lights in.
Yeah, but just in case, because I don't know how well they're gonna interact with that color. So let's read this a little bit. I like to stress out Chicho protection comes second after eye protection.
Yes,
so
correct.
Okay, so
Chicho,
Chan can tell you a story about that.
Chicho is love handles in Spanish. So I mean in Puerto Rican Spanish. So yeah, he's basically saying love handle protection, like little extra fat to grab on. That hurts, that stings. So 100% keep that protected. Oh man. Rafi says, that's nice, man. I'm in Florida. There are a few fields here. Well, there are no fields here, at least no official fields, so you got more than we do. But honestly, even with a few, you can make things happen. It's super fun.
I actually heard a few good ones. Actually, Pablo was in Florida. He talked to me about the Raptor airfield. It's pretty good. I was actually checking. I'm actually going to be in the States for a while, maybe in a few months. And I saw one next to Tampa, too. It was like Black Tiger or something like that.
Okay.
They even have tanks and stuff. So
wow,
those are like nice fields, depending on where you go and everything. There's a few of them in Florida.
Yeah. There's a couple that you can choose from. Florida's a really big place, and a lot of people are going there.
And they got some indoors, but that's main.
That depends on like your play style, like either or.
And either way, like as long as you find people, like if you don't have friends right now in the airsoft community, a lot of the times once you get to the field, it's a matter of playing a few games together, and you're gonna have an amazing experience altogether.
Rafi says he's already been to Raptor. It's 6 acres.
Yep.
6 acres.
That's crazy.
Wow. Pablo went there and he says like,
that's literally insane.
Pablo kick ass here in like normal ones, but he went to that huge one as a sniper. Nobody saw it.
Literally, I'm scared of playing against him. Yeah.
Dude,
all right, CLT mask. What's a good beginner gun? I always say Lancer Tactical LT19B. That's my choice.
Depending, I'm gonna tell you something. I got, like he was saying, I got a bunch of guns and I haven't used them. The gun I actually use right now, we were talking this at the beginning. I love Crytek.
Oh
it's not a beginning gun.
That's the thing. Like
that's the thing.
Specific.
But I have mine. I actually bought mine used, and I've played for more than 5 years. And we call it here una tonka.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Never gives me problems. I'm gonna tell you this, guys. Like I see a bunch of guys like, oh, my rifle, I gotta clean it and everything. This is what I do with my tonka, like my Crytek. I take out the battery, empty the mag, throw it in the gun mag, or actually has a hard case.
A hard case. Yeah.
And when I go to the plane again, I'll take it out and put the battery charged. It was charged already. Let's go play. Never had a problem for more than 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, Crytek's, like, that's my goal. Eventually, I want to get a Crytek, a CRB Mark II. But for starter, if you're looking for something cheap, Lancers or combat machines like GMG Raiders or something like that, those are great alternatives. If you have money, and like then you can kind of start going a little bit higher, maybe an EMG and VFC, a Crytek or something. But for the cheap ends, I'd say that is pretty good.
And again, it all depends on your play style, because right now they're talking specifically rifles, ARs and stuff.
Yeah, we're talking the most general
Which
platforms.
is, most people go for an M4 platform right off the get-go because it has so many add-ons, so many upgrades, so many possibilities.
compatibility-wise.
And actually, there you go. Because you said it. What was it? Like, I have been in a game like, oh, I don't got no mats. And somebody will go, but here you go.
Yeah, you know
Grab it, put it
how
on,
many
let's go.
times I've done it myself. Sometimes I was shooting it, and some dude was like, I don't have a mag. And I literally just chucked him an M4 mag. And we just kept going because it's just so widely compatible, such a good, reliable platform. That's usually what people start along with. Sometimes they get a little bit more specific, but yeah.
That's the same with the Glock.
Yeah, same with the Glock.
Don't throw it.
Dude, don't throw gas never. But yeah, basically Glocks are the M4s of the pistol, like in the pistol world. But let's see, CM16 Raider or LT19V?
Ooh.
That depends on who you ask. That is personal preference. I am a little bit biased. I'm a little bit biased with that. Cheesy bread. I say I'd rather a Lancer, but sometimes some other people rather come back.
I'll take it from that.
Yeah, it all depends on who you ask. They're both great platforms anyway.
It is.
They're kind of in the same category.
The only thing is you could upgrade from the machine a little bit better than the Lancer.
So yeah, all right. Last ones.
Don't cry, Luis. We love you.
So that's how we.
Right here. That's fine. All right. So I just bought a SEMA AK. I like banana mags. Where's the SEMA love? SEMA is really good for
SEMA is
AK.
amazing.
Yeah,
Actually, I have a lot of.
Shotgun is SEMA.
I love SEMA.
Yeah,
Right
SEMA's
now,
great.
Like it depends. Like for example, the AK, if that's your platform.
Yeah, if that's your platform, SEMA is the way to go. In my case, I'm not an AK guy. Never really was. It's not that I never want an AK. It's just that not as my primary. But if you want an AK, you did a really good choice by getting a SEMA. That is about as tough as you can get. Besides going for like higher ones like ENLs.
Henry was an AK guy.
Yeah,
for years. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known
Henry
that.
used to have a bunch of them. Maybe a few years ago, he changed, and he got a Crytek in his hand.
Yeah, the Crytek's really like
It's like you got a Crytek, you never go back.
No, and then actually this is gonna be fun, but they know they got like different ones. We got people who run like the other collab, and then they run they run in front of the team. It doesn't matter what you give them, they just rush and everything. We got Marathon.
Yeah,
right.
I've talked about Marathon Airsoft.
Marathon, he's awesome. His brother is actually in Florida right now. Profe, they just go in front and they'll do everything. But you got like guys like Henry, Florida, and I can tell you about my team. We run DMRs. We will cover everybody, so they can actually do.
Yeah, that's great. I love playing with these people because half of their team is DMRs, basically DMRs and snipers. So literally, I feel completely comfortable rushing into play because they're basically covering my sides while I'm making territory, and I start like weaving through buildings and stuff, and I'm not worried about my outsides because they have like straight shots. It's crazy. So Crytek's amazing platform.
Like
honestly, I love them.
With Pablo alone being on your team, we got like a 90% chance of winning.
No, I've got it with a scope that can see like all the way through your sins.
Oh, right.
That scope is
Preguntale a Shannon the teacher shop when he used to do he could tell you. I actually shot him from a second floor. There was like 2 windows, but you could actually, in the side, you could actually have like space between this window and this window. You could actually see like a space like this big. And then I saw he was in black actually, and I saw like a movement. But then I saw a speed softer with a pink, how you call it, una media sock.
Pink sock.
So I saw that and I was like, aha. And then I just shot through there. I hit the guy with the sock and I hit Chad. I thought it was Chad's butt. It wasn't his butt. It was
with his love handle.
And he was like, ah!
Yeah, like honestly, getting hit there. But also that's a good example on why bright colors just aren't great. Unless it's speed soft, because in speed soft, regardless, you're throwing yourself in the fray. But if you're being a little slower and strategic, this is my multicam black setup, and I want you to understand, I was posted on the second floor in the shadow. That was the last gameplay, where I got 20-some kills.
Yeah, where you got me in the stairs.
I got hit twice because nobody could see me. So always go for camo, like the lens.
Like I was guessing where he was at for a while. I'm like, oh, he's gotta be like in this corner, and then out of the blue, he sent me, no, I was hiding up there. I'm like, wait,
What?
Yeah, it depends where you
Yeah.
go. And actually, this one is the ACU I use it depending. We got some dry and everything like
Oh, true.
that you can
Like
actually blend with.
we have a lot
Give me that one
of
because I use this one is the other one I
That's
use.
woodland.
That's woodland, and this one you could go exactly like he's doing. Go in the dark places.
Darker
won't see
foliage or stuff. And here's the thing, in my case, I'm multicam black, so it's a little darker than it is like most areas here. But if I sit in shadows, I'm barely even visible. So always think about that, think about your setup. Straight black isn't great, multicam black is a little bit better, but usually darker kind of tones really help you blend into shadows.
And then you got his amazing like camo, because like especially for here in Puerto Rico, we have a lot of vegetation, but a lot of it's dry. So you got a lot of shades of green, but also a lot of tan shading.
Yeah, a lot of darker greens, honestly.
It depends. That's what I use depending on where we're going and everything. Sometimes I use this one.
Basically, this color scheme right here.
Or I use
Dark
that
greens.
one.
So it's great. But yeah, honestly, I think we're gonna have to leave it there. But I am super happy with this stream. Like it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming. Actually, little insight. This is Johnny's backyard. Like we were doing a little we were secret recording. You'll see about that later. But the thing is, we had a lot of connectivity issues, and Johnny said like, "Hey, I got good internet." So here we are. We're literally doing this in Johnny's backyard. So not only is he like guest star, he's also the one providing the actual venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge thank you to that. Honestly, I hope that we can do this in the future again, because it's always the case of the more the merrier.
Let him know. I'm gonna be here for a few more months, so
yeah, 100%. We need to do something before you go. That is gonna be 100% necessary. So let's see. Last stuff. What gears do you use? I don't know if you mean like rifle gears. Mine are still stock, so I assume they're probably anywhere like 18 to 1 or something like that. But my rifle gears are stock. When it comes to like regular gear, chest rig, battle belt, regular fast helmet, mesh mask. So
if you want to see mine, go to Bounty Hunters Airsoft team.
Yeah,
you're gonna
again,
see it. I got a Mandalorian setup.
In Facebook, once I post this on my channel, like pre-recorded, I'm going to include it in the links down in the description below. I'm gonna try it and put that there. Facebook, Bounty Hunters Airsoft team.
Hit a like.
Yeah, hit like, follow them. Great people. Morgan King, thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here. Great stream. Mago Poke, thank you so much.
Hey, Mago. Hey.
Yeah, all right. I just peed in a bottle, so I didn't have to stop watching. You could have waited literally like 2 seconds. You could have waited like 2 more seconds until we finished.
Or take your phone.
Yeah, you could have taken. We can't see you. Like you could have literally. You could have gone. We can't see you. You're good. You're good. All right, back. It's me, Cheesy. Sorry, my phone died. Well, we're just leaving. So anyway, let's leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you guys want to keep talking with us, just keep the conversation rolling. Go to the Discord server. Again, links are in any of my videos in the description down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I was here with Caleb, Johnny Venko, and hopefully we'll see more of you soon. Stay sharp.
See you guys.